I Caused This by Spirit of Dancing Fire, read by Deathlight. Chapter 2, It's Just a Scratch. I sat in the hospital waiting room, feeling worse than I ever had before. And I wasn't talking about the hangover that was rampaging through my skull. I never told Octavia that I was in the war. Hey, I even lied about how old I was, so she thought I was too young to have been in it. I couldn't sit there for long. I paced back and forth, trying to think of something, anything to fix the situation. A thought popped into my head, and I hesitated. Should I tell her? Maybe, if I told her, she'd be able to forgive me someday, if she lived, that is. I sat down with a heavy sigh. She was in surgery now, and the doctors told me that they were going to be in for a long night. Maybe even through the day if things were too bad. I looked down at my hooves in shame. I could still see the blood on my hooves. It wasn't physically there, no pony else could see it, but I could. I tried to scrub it off, but no amount of hot water and soap made any difference. No magic took any of it off. I wasn't too surprised. I had blood on my hooves ever since that day, that horrible, horrible day. Fast, too fast, adrenaline, enemy, where? Gotta kill or be killed, don't wanna be killed, gotta kill, gotta... Where? No hide, hidden, now where? Found, gotta kill, aim, trigger, pull, fire, bullets, enemy. Killed, safe, no, more enemies, gotta kill or be killed, wait. A moment of clarity, my animalistic trance is broken. Wait, are these corpses? No, oh no, please, let this be a dream. These are fools with guns, what kind of... I killed them, enemies or not, these are fools, and I killed them. What have I done? No, that's blood, there's blood. Why is there blood? All over my hooves, it won't wipe off. Why isn't it coming off? They found me. I stayed in place too long. Those young eyes stared directly into mine. Yes, so clouded. Those eyes would kill me without hesitation. Gunfire, dodge to the side, instincts, reaction, stay alive. Bullets, return fire, corpses, blood, fools dying, hooves coated in blood, more blood. Gotta kill or be killed, gotta kill, more blood, more corpses, gotta kill. I woke up, gasping for breath. I slid off the chair, stumbled, then galloped to the nearest bathroom. I threw the door open with my magic, then flicked it shut behind me. For the second time in so many hours, the taste of acid and bile forced itself through my mouth. I sat there, shuddering, occasionally forced forward as more came up. I thought I'd find you here. What? I turned my head, seeing the outline of some pony in white. A glow from the pony's horn enveloped the light switch, which flicked on. A male, caramel-colored unicorn with brown hair was revealed. I saw the white doctor's garb and I paled. I knew him. Dr. Horse. I groaned internally, averting my eyes. He'd been the field medic for my troop during the war, and he helped me with my PTSD after it was over. Look at me, he ordered. I hesitantly raised my eyes to his. He was giving me a look so stern, I was surprised he was keeping his tone civil. Explain yourself. Horse apples. I looked away, spitting into the toilet, trying to clear my mouth out. Scratch. I paled as he raised his voice. You know as well as I do that those wounds are the very same you learned to deal out in boot camp. Explain what happened to her now. This magic enveloped me, forcing me upright, and he leaned in close, getting into my face. You want me to get some authorities in here? I'm sure they can get the story out of you, or, even better yet, how about I go and grab Master Chief? I'm sure he'd love to hear what one of his older crews has done. Doc, wait, You what? You administered anti-Earth pony tactics on a civilian, going so far as using a bucking time slow spell to overpower her, beating her within an inch of her life. You tell me what happened, and you do it now, Scratch! My tears fell steadily to the floor. I had another episode. I sobbed weakly. He released his magic, a look of surprise flitting across his face for a brief moment. Go on, he ordered, his voice slightly more controlled. I sniffed. I saw it again, the battlefield, the falls. The cyan eyes boring into me softened considerably. It was so real, I was confused, disoriented. Then I saw some pony coming for me, masked, carrying a gun. I panicked, and when I was beating the pony, the mask slipped. And I saw it was her. I was reduced to stuttering and crying. I couldn't go on anymore. Scratch, Vinyl, please let me go. I opened my tear-filled eyes, and I quickly realized that I'd unconsciously hugged his legs. I stumbled on back pedals, slipping on a small puddle of tears that I had made. I fell and hit my head on the toilet I'd been throwing up in on my way down. Stars danced in my vision, and then my head hit the ground. Vinyl, are you alright? I struggled to my hooves, shaking my head as Doc Horse reached to help me. I'm fine, it's just a scratch. Vinyl, your head is bleeding. I laughed, an empty, hollow sound. Let it. Doc Horse looked me over, sizing up my injury and probably my mental state. Come on, he said gently. Let's go to my office, I'll patch you up, and we can talk more about what happened. He didn't seem nearly as angry as he had before, but I could still hear the tense harshness in his voice. I knew I deserved it though. I nodded my head solemnly. Flushing my bile away, I went to the sink and rinsed my mouth out a bit, my head low as I followed after Doc. You went to a bar, Vinyl. Doc, listen, I've been drinking for years. Not that I'm a raging alcoholic, I'm just used to it. But I don't know, it's a bit fuzzy. I was drinking heavy last night, heavier than, well, ever. Why would you do that? I plunked my head on the desk where we were sitting. Octavia and I kind of had a fight. Wait, beforehand, you know the mayor? I nodded. Octavia and we're roommates. I sighed. He raised a questioning eyebrow. You sound unhappy about that. I groaned. Yep. I mumbled. Then why haven't you found yourself new accommodations? What? No, it's not like that. I don't like Octi that way. Octi? I blushed. I mean Octavia. Doc Horse nodded. I think I see now. What are you trying to avoid saying? I flinched. I'm not avoiding anything. He gave me a skeptical look. Other than the fact you enjoy your company more than usual? Shoot. Anyways, continue your story. Right. I said sheepishly. So, like I said, Octi and I got into fights. And I went out to go, well, drink it off. After that, it's not really clear. I see. He mused. The excess alcohol must have triggered it. I suppose I can't blame you for your episode. But for Octavia, if she recovers, might. I twitched at that word, if. Can I see her? Doc Horse shook his head. She's still in surgery. I was in there earlier, and... He paused, like he was choosing his next words carefully. It's likely gonna take a while longer. You should go home, get yourself some rest. What? Are you nuts? No way! I gotta stay with her! No offense, but you're simply taking up space. And causing yourself unnecessary anxiety. And I imagine that hangover you got isn't treating you kindly. Especially with that head injury of yours. I really couldn't argue, my head did kinda hurt. A lot. Okay, thanks for everything, I guess. Stay out of trouble, Vinyl, and definitely stay off the alcohol. Good old Doc, medic to the end. No hellos, no goodbyes, but medical advice from here to Timbuktu. I left his office and somehow managed to find the exit in the giant maze of the building. Walking home was not fun. Especially when I passed the spot where the whole thing happened. There was a big blessing on the ground. I tried not to look at it. I made my way home as fast as I could. I opened the door to our little shared house. It wasn't much, but it was home. Though it didn't feel like it. It was too quiet, too empty. I sighed and opened the door to my bedroom. I groaned when I saw the mess, trash and empty bottles of alcohol everywhere, as usual. I picked up one such discarded bottle, taking a whiff. The smell of whiskey assaulted me, and I held it back from my face. Ugh. I set it down on my desk, which was simply covered in bottles. I stared at it, thinking. You caused this, I said, picking the bottle back up. You took her away. How dare you? How dare you? My hope trembled. I hate you! With sudden movement, I threw the bottle against the wall. Glass shards rained down onto the floor. I was breathing heavily. I hate you all! My heart glowed dark, angry blue as every bottle in my room rose with my power. I hate you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you! Every one of you! With every word, another bottle smashed against the wall. My room was filled with the steady sound of shattering glass falling to the floor. I was about to hurl another bottle when I realized it was heavier than the others. There was something in it. Lowering it in front of me, I realized it was a bottle of wine. Pinot Noir, not my usual style. What is it doing here? It was then that I noticed the tag around the neck. I opened it and read the scrawled writing of mine. For you, Tabby, the most beautiful mare in the world. Every bottle my magic was holding dropped instantly as my anger disappeared, save for the wine. I ignored the loud smashing as I cleared a path to my bed. I curled up, still holding the long-forgotten Hearts and Hooves Day present, and cried.